And so looking at ImmunityBio at the moment, they're going through a transitionary period at the moment, which is completely transformational. They're transitioning from a clinical stage biotech company to one that has reach internationally across a number of different territories, generating recurring product revenue. With ANKTIVA launching in Saudi Arabia and expanding across the Middle East and North Africa, the company is entering a phase where they can start to generate real product revenue. If ANKTIVA is able to expand into additional cancer indications such as colorectal cancer, glioblastoma, or ovarian cancer, which could well be the treatments that they're alluding to in this statement, that ImmunityBio has initiated discussion with Saudi FDA and UAE regulatory authorities to expand ANKTIVA indications beyond lung cancer and bladder cancer. And to put this into perspective, the global colorectal cancer market size was evaluated at nearly $13 billion in 2023 and is expected to reach $20 billion by 2032, while the ovarian cancer drugs market size has reached $5.8 billion in 2025, is expected to grow to $11.5 billion in 2030, with North America the largest region in 2025 and the Middle East the fastest growing region. And with the glioblastoma treatment market, although smaller, it still represents a market size estimated at $4 billion in 2025 and is projected to reach $7.8 billion by 2033. And so even capturing a small percentage of this market within Saudi Arabia and the wider MENA region could translate to tens of millions of dollars and even potentially hundreds of millions of dollars of annual revenue for ImmunityBio. In terms of potential timelines and expansion into these new indications, this typically takes several years due to regulatory approval processes. However, we are looking at this in Saudi Arabia, where the Saudi royal family control legislation and executive decisions. There's significantly less red tape, and we've already seen that in action right now with the ANKTIVA product coming to market in 60 days since this very recent announcement of the approval. Realistically, initial expansion of ANKTIVA into these new potential additional indications in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East could come as soon as 2026 or progressively up until 2030. And with ImmunityBio agreeing a partnership with Biopharma and Sigala, two of the largest and most respected healthcare commercial and distribution companies in the Middle East, for the launch of ANKTIVA in Saudi Arabia right now, with gradual rollout over time in United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Egypt, and with a broader view of rolling this out in the Middle East and North African regions too. This positions ImmunityBio to establish an early commercial foothold in one of the fastest growing oncology markets globally, and with the potential to scale their ANKTIVA treatment revenue across multiple countries as additional approvals for the different indications come over time. This is a hugely exciting time to be a shareholder. There is nonetheless a little bit of excitement at the moment. Will we see the stock price come down? Very difficult to judge, simply because there are so many regulatory catalysts coming up with Saudi Arabia and in Europe, which I'll talk about in the next video, which means it's a very exciting time to be holding this stock. But look, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.